Hey everyone, welcome back to Survival Addiction. Today we will be doing Gearpack for November 2021. So I think there was some sort of mix-up because they sent me the welcome box again, but I'm still going to open it and we'll find out if they gave us the same items as the first welcome box. Some companies will switch up their welcome box every once in a while, so it's still a learning opportunity. Alright, so from what I'm seeing on the card is it looks very similar, if not the exact same as the first items that we got. Okay, so I just tested out this whistle. It's the ice whistle. So this is actually kind of nice because I needed another whistle for one of my bug out bags. And it is an aluminum whistle. It does have a section where you can put items, like you could probably put tinder or like Benadryl. It's not very much room, so you can't put a whole lot. Alright, the next item are these Sweet fire starters. So these are not the best fire starters. I have had better fire starters, but it does have 24 of them, and after you break them up a bit, it does start a fire better than just normal wood. So that's not a bad thing to get. Okay. Alright, the next item is a Lux Pro flashlight. And it has 280 lumens and a runtime of 3 hours is what it says. It takes AA batteries. This flashlight, it feels like it has rubber or silicone, some type of metal. Not too bad. This is good for like just putting in a car or by your bed, just so you have some type of light, just in case the power goes out. All right. So this is actually different. So originally the folding knife, if I remember right, was a Schrade folding knife. So this one is a SOG, and I have a little paper. Due to product availability, the basic plus knife has been upgraded. So they just upgraded it. So this is the SOG Aegis. It has ACR 13 MOV stainless steel and a stainless steel handle. It's pretty... yeah, it doesn't really flip open very good. There we go. I think part of it is it's a frame lock and it holds it really tight. There we go. It just was a little sticky to start with. Okay, so looks like a nice little knife. Could be a nice little beater. 8CR13 is not a bad blade still for just everyday carry. The clip is pretty cool, has the logo on it, and it's stainless steel, so it's going to be a sturdy knife. It is going to be heavier because it is steel. It's not as light as titanium or aluminum, but I can't really complain about getting that. I like when I get knives. Okay. Alright, the next item, looks like we got another Gearpack cup. So when I first got this box, I didn't know a whole lot about some of this stuff, but I've had a chance to use this cup, and it's actually a really nice cup. Like, it insulates from hot chocolate pretty good, or if you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, it insulates really good. So you can hold it and it doesn't like burn your hands. So it is a nice little cup. I was pretty skeptical at first. I'm like, why are they giving me a cup that's branded? But I actually don't mind this too much. Okay, so we have fire starter. So we have fire, whistle, knife, light, container. Okay, so we got another first aid kit. I personally, I carry a really good first aid kit. This one's not too bad to just throw somewhere just in case you need it. But I don't mind that it has this extra stuff in it. So it has, so this has acetaminophen, aspirin, caffeine, and yeah, so it's just a pain reliever. Sterile pads, alcohol pads, antiseptic towelettes, and then oodles of Band-Aids. And it looks like there's a couple different brands here too. Just a little funny. So we have Med Pride. We have Elite First Aid. And then it looks like we just have, I think this one is just the Band-Aid, like the actual brand. So I don't mind getting stuff like this because you have to fill up your good kits. I have little kids, they get hurt a lot. So having some of this other stuff, like this stuff is not going to be life-saving, but putting a Band-Aid sometimes on like a scratch gets them to calm down. So it's not too bad. I don't mind it too much. And I like that it comes with some of this other stuff. Okay. So first aid kit. All right. The next item is this universal power bank. So I was pretty skeptical about this as well, but I've had I think I've had about a year to try this out from the other welcome box. And it's actually a really nice power bank. Like I can do a couple charges on it. It does pretty good in the sun. It takes a little bit longer than trying to charge it. Charging the power bank through an outlet will be faster than charging it with the sun, but you can do it with the sun. So it's nice. It's good for electronics, especially like when you're camping. Okay. All right, so this one is probably going to be the main thing in the box I don't like. Not because I don't like the book. I actually have never read the book. We got this in the last welcome box. And I really don't need to, which is the only reason I don't like getting it in this box. So if you don't have this book yet and you want to read it, then you can get it in this welcome box. But like I said, I just don't need two of a book. All these other things, I can use more than one of them. Okay. All right, and then we have this Gearpack sticker. And then we have this Schrade fixed blade. So I was also pretty skeptical about Schrade, the brand. Before I got these knives from Schrade, I never had one of these knives. But it's actually a pretty decent knife. Like it's a good little beater knife. It comes with a Kydex sheath. The handle looks a little bit different than the first one I got, and this looks a little smaller than the first one I got too. It's a nice little knife, probably good for bushcrafting. I think this might be the same knife. I think the handle is just a little bit different. It feels like it has some type of coating on it. Probably just to keep it from rusting. I don't see a blade still on it. It's the S6 CHF30. Very sharp. They did a really good job at sharpening it. It's very even. I don't see any cracks or chips. So I'm excited to get this knife. Having beater knives is nice. Because some of the knives that I have, I don't want them to be destroyed. I'll just use them for simple tasks. But knives like this, I'm not worried about them getting destroyed because they're not worth that much. Okay, and then we got another Ready Man card. And when I got this, I was actually pretty skeptical the first time. But they're actually kind of nice. I just throw them in like a wallet or a backpack. And then if I need certain things, then it's useful. Some of these things don't really seem like they'd be horribly useful, like the saw. It's just so flimsy. It probably would saw through some things, but I don't expect it to last a long time. But like these fish hooks and this arrowhead, that would probably work at least once. So it's better to have it than not have it, in my opinion. I do think that some of this they overcharge on. So for example, alright, so the Ready Man card, they say that this is worth $13. And I'm gonna say, yeah, that's definitely not worth $13 in my eyes. I would probably pay like $1 for this. I definitely wouldn't be paying $13 for it. And then the fire starter, that's not too bad for $4. Ice whistle, not too bad for $3. The Lifeline first aid kit is $12. That seems a little pricey for a very small first aid kit. But this little case that it comes in, that will actually kind of be nice to separate things in bug out bags. And then I can absorb these into my other medical kits. Because I do have multiple medical kits for different situations. Alright, and then the decal, I don't really care what its price is. It doesn't really affect the box. Alright, and then the Schrade tactical folder. So it does look like that this was supposed to be the knife that I was gonna get, but they upgraded to the SOG. I'm not entirely sure how much that one is, but I would guess probably like 20 to 40. Alright, and then the camp mug, $11. That seems a little pricey to me. I would probably just say a couple dollars, especially since it's branded. The flashlight is $15. That's not too bad for a cheap little flashlight. Black Autumn is $20. I'm very disappointed in that I'm getting another one of those. I understand it was a mix-up, and this is a welcome box, but I'm kind of irritated that I'm getting it twice, just because I don't need it twice, if that makes sense. Alright, and then the solar bank, they say is $40. I think I probably could get a solar bank cheaper, but I do already have it, and I've already have experience with it, so I am comfortable with it. And I do think it's a pretty decent little solar bank, but I wouldn't pay $40 for it. And then the Schrade tactical fixed blade, they say is $70. And I don't see anything that says what blade still it is. Yeah, I don't see anything that says what it is. So I can't really verify that. I don't know what the blade still is. But it is a nice little folder. So overall, I would say that this box is probably... Okay, so after some adding, the price of this box is around $170 with my estimates. So this box is about $170, worth about $170 to me. And I believe I paid about $130. So there's a little bit of value to it, but not a whole lot. I am getting some repeat things, which like I've already said, I don't mind too much. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think they need to switch up this welcome box? Thanks again for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.